the center of attention when I'm talking about this stuff. Um, been having a lot of been really struggling with mental health lately. Um, a lot more than normal. hmm Basically, have had breakdowns all week. Um, there are a few things that happened. I was talking to a friend. Um, so let's start at the beginning, which probably is Sunday morning. So Sunday morning, uh, mom makes some snide remark because, like, she is a senior citizen at this point, and she occasionally does like little side jobs with her friend to earn some extra spending money. Like, she helped her at there's a beauty shop, stripping floors and stuff. She helps her there. She was there basically as like emergency contact if something bad happened when she was hanging mirrors there. She'll go clean the shop that's across the street a little bit, like go dust and sweep and stuff. And just earn a little extra spending money. And usually she spends that on cigarettes. And it's her money, and she's working for it. She can do whatever she wants. Like, I'm not saying anything bad about that. But Sunday, she starts going on about how she's going to have to do it to get food and starts listing off all of my food, like all the foods I eat, like my favorite food. And he sort of ends with, um, if somebody had a job, wouldn't have to do that. And for those, like anyone that knows me knows I have self-esteem issues, I have guilt issues. I really struggle with stuff like that. And that hit me really hard. And I've also been really struggling with eating in general lately. Um, Clearly have some sort of eating disorder. Working on it with my therapist. Um, but there were more pressing things at the time of my last therapy session. We didn't really get to go into it. Just some very minor stuff. Um, but that sent me into a spiral where I couldn't make myself eat anything that was here. Like, I was basically starving myself because every time I thought about trying to eat something here that mom had paid for, um, I couldn't. And people have helped some. Amara paid for me to eat Tuesday night. A friend of a friend paid for me to have breakfast this morning. Um, in another Discord, they've been trying to put together an Amazon list and are trying to order me food, and I feel really guilty about that, especially because there's food here. It's just my brain is being really dumb. And also, I know if I try to force myself to eat food that's here right now, I'll throw up, and that triggers my emetophobia, and I completely freak out. Also, had my uncle pass away, and I've just been spiraling a lot on the self worth stuff. Um, so if I don't stream a day, or if I seem really low energy, or some of all the crap that's been happening comes through on stream, and I noticed it was Tuesday, I was like, I like to just keep my normal chill vibe, my chill, relaxed vibe. I'm a little self deprecating. Okay, I'm a lot self deprecating, but I try to keep it a certain tone. Um, that's, you know, a safe and comfortable tone. And I crossed some lines Tuesday, and I'm gonna be blunt, I might cross some times till I start getting all this straightened out and worked out in my head. Um, and there might be some issues. Tuesday before stream, um, ended up coughing up blood, and I have no idea why. Um, it hasn't happened again. And to show like how screwed up my head is, I was like sitting at the desk getting ready for stream Tuesday. And it felt like something was coming up my throat, which immediately triggered my emetophobia. I started panicking. I ran to the bathroom. Like, tears are already streaming down my face. And when blood comes up, I'm actually relieved. Because, yeah, I wasn't throwing up. Um, then, like, the fear response kicked in, like, oh god. But it hasn't happened since. But, like, I don't want to make a doctor's appointment because my doctor is farther away. She's the only one that will prescribe my hormones anywhere close to here, like within like an hour. She's the only one that's close, but she's still like a 20-minute drive to the city to the north where my sister lives. And my only, I don't have a license. My only transportation is mom. And mom, like, really complains and gets upset with me when she has to drive that far. Uh, So unless I'm like dying, I don't want to make an appointment, and even then, it's hard for me. So that kind of stuff's been happening, and I think a lot of that was the not eating, and I'm still not over that yet. Like, logically, I know it's a problem. Logically, I know I need to get over it, but I can't. The other thing is I've been really stressing about money. Normally I get the seasonal job around this time, and I can cover a lot of things. I get to spoil people I care about. I don't get to do that this year, and that really breaks my heart. Really hard for me. But another big thing is when I had the seasonal job, I would like to pay for subscriptions yearly. Notably, there are probably three big ones, and one people will say is not a big deal, but to me it is. And I hate that it is, but it is. So the first one that's really important for my streaming, at least, is the Streamlabs yearly subscription. They handle my merch store. They're what I use to stream. Um, and I lose a lot of good benefits if that lapses, and that's like $90 for the year. Um, when I calculated, it's what's up there is pretty much my yearly subscription costs. Um, and that's what I need. Like, and they pop up sporadically through the next few months, January to like May. Um, so there's the Streamlabs subscription. I really need that. Um, Amazon Prime lets me support friends with the monthly subscription. It's not much, but we also order a lot from Amazon, um, just for cost purposes. And again, I don't have transportation, so anything I need that I can't easily get when doing normal stuff, I really need that. I also really like Prime Video. That's more of a plus, but it's something I kind of feel I need. Um, and the last one is Discord, of the big three. Um, I really like using my, like, I like being able to express myself with my emotes in places. It's really dumb. I also like being able to share files and videos and things. I'm also a rambler. The extra typing, I really like. That one's just a bonus, but it lets me express myself in one of the few places I feel safe. There are a couple of other small ones, like I buy like $10 worth of tokens for ChatCat here, but I have to pay. Like I'm nowhere near using all my tokens, but you have to pay every year to keep like your account active. So to keep ChatCat going, there's a very tiny amount I pay for tokens for her little AI. There's my website link. That's like $35 for the domain name. Incorrectdigit.live. Uh, so yeah, that's what this stuff is. That's not counting things like food, games, stuff like that. This is bills, and I don't like asking for help. I don't like putting stuff like that up there. I don't like pressing on it. I don't feel anybody has any like I don't have any right to ask people to help me. Um I don't feel I give enough to earn anything like that. But I don't know what to do. So it's here and I'd appreciate it. Um if not your thing, I fully understand. Uh I guess I should re-enable the tip command and put that in the donation bar thing. Um, I, I am not good at this, but let's see. Uh, is it here? I have slash tip. No. Did I get rid of tip? I don't. I wouldn't be surprised if I got rid of. Oh, stream elements. I don't want the stream elements bot. Okay. Stream elements bot is gone. So now if I do it, okay. I need to end this call. Um, Start it. Um, there we go. So thank you for listening to all that. I'm gonna swap to Faz now, but I just kind of wanted to address all of that. I think everyone is doing okay, and I'm sorry I had to get really serious. Um, but I felt it was really important. I'm gonna try to make a highlight and a video of this. I'm gonna post it in my channel. But thank you for listening. So let's update to Phasmophobia.